Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the FV207. It's the Tier 8 British SPG located on the east spawn of Paris. This one is under the command of ArthVex of OLIMP. Game on! Well, rather short load in there, but I think a lot of people are now having difficulty loading into the game right at the start. Only those on very quick computers or with very good broadband are able to load in and still get a full countdown. The FV207, made from the Centurion, is one of the series of fighting vehicles that were actually proposed. Rounds out, oh, good shots! Excellent hit on the T92. He's trying to do a bit of sniping or spotting, and he's out the game already. And the Arty trying to contact us, trying to hit us, but it landed well behind us. So obviously whoever's doing counter battery at the other end in an M40, M43 is trying to look for us. In fact, I think we just saw a shell bounce off the wall just behind us, so I suspect they know where we are. Bounce out. No, didn't get anything there. Yes, definitely a mark on the wall there showing that a shell was fired in our direction. In fact, there's the second one. So somebody is shooting over here. So we probably need to pull back. Otherwise, we might get hit. Okay, it's one of those enemy tanks up there. The Batchat 25 ton, I think, will be the one that's doing it, or 25 TAP. In fact, our guys are now moving up on them quite rapidly. See there for a moment, ArthVex was actually thinking of going after the bridge area. There's a number of enemy tanks over there, and I think he wants one of them. Well, he's turned back to the field, and he's having a quick look. There's the 25 TAP and the AMBT. He wants the 25 TAP, but it's very difficult to drop a shell over there into that target, and he's being counter-batteried again. I'm not surprised. It seems that whoever's on the other end definitely wants to take out ArthVex. Now, he actually sent in this replay just recently. He doesn't play Arty a lot. In fact, ever since they made all the changes, he was actually thinking of leaving the game altogether. And you can see he also fires and then looks away, so he obviously doesn't know that we like to follow the shell and see what actually happens. But I can understand if he's under counter battery fire, that he does change position immediately rather than sit and wait. And you can see he's actually sitting in the shell crater from one of the enemy responses, the M40, M43. Okay, number of targets to look at, but at the moment, he doesn't appear to have hit anything. Rounds out in the ELC. Close. Guy was moving maximum speed, and of course ELCs can do 60 kilometers an hour, which means it's very difficult to pin them down. Well, we just lost another teammate there. In fact, we are winning this game, funnily enough, with 4 tanks up on the enemy. Oh, another good hit there on the 50 TP. So he is getting damage. It's just he's not getting a lot of shots to actually make that damage good. The Malshan, more towards the center of the city. He can definitely do damage to that guy. He's also fairly quick on the reload. The standard reload for this Arty is 28.76 seconds. And it's a 152mm 6-inch howitzer. Rounds out. Oh, that's just so unfair, because it only stunned him. It just didn't do any damage whatsoever. Now, these shells are capable of doing 650 output, 38mm pin, and 7.6 meters on the burst radius, stun duration 12.5 to 25 seconds. And here comes that ELC that we saw earlier. Oh, and he fired in. He got 311 hit points of damage off the ELC. But the ELC is feasting on our M53, M55, and there's only 3 enemy left. They don't have any Arty anymore, so we've gone to the corner to try and stop this ELC from doing us any damage. Going to turn on him. we do, probably be ram damage we do off him, because he's very lightweight and he's very low on hit points. Oh my god, he's trying to kill us up against the wall. Now, can we squash him? That's it, turn on him. Turn on him. Yes! He squashed an ELC to pieces against the wall and gets his first kill of the game. Let's see that again. And yes, the ELC comes up on him. Let's see this from free camera. Squashed him, bugs. It looks even better from the other angle. Very well played. And very funny indeed. And we missed the fact that he actually did do some damage to a badger on the enemy team. We managed to get to our cap area, but he's about to be wiped out by the remaining guys on our team. He's got no chance of survival. Our ELC is doing the same to him, but he won't be able to get revenge. And there's a second shot into the badger. And in fact, the badger does go down. And that is the end of the game. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was a first-class tanker for ArthVex of OLIMP in the FV207. He got some rare medals, or a rare medal. He got the rock solid there. That's you get this medal only when you're driving an SPV and survive a ramming that destroys an enemy vehicle. The SPG speed must be less than 10 kilometers an hour, so only at slow speeds. The speed of the enemy must be that rammed you must exceed the speed of your SPG. So it's normally bugs on the windshield if you get hit by an enemy enemy light tank that comes in and rams himself against you. And of course, the player must not destroy any allied vehicles and can be obtained only in random battles. So it is a rare medal. It's difficult to get because, of course, it requires that your speed is less than 10 kilometers an hour and that the speed of the enemy is greater than you. And you then rammed him to death. So very, very well done there. The other one was the Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits for a showing, but it does count from the previous time, I believe, as well. So yes, he did get at least 5 to get the medal. His win rate from the game, 1,796. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game because that went to a 50 TP on the enemy team, who managed 4,103 hit points. Second highest, the Sharp U204 managed 3,650. Third highest was the Concept 5 on the enemy team, who managed 2,970. And we can see here, ArthVex only got 1,387, and that puts him way down the table because he was actually beaten by 6 members of the enemy team and also 6 members of his own team, which puts him 13th on damage. When it came to kills, it was the STB1 who did the best, with the ELC7 on our team, who also got an All-X medal, and the Object 430U on the enemy team got 3 kills. And when it came to second place, the Cobra, the Vickers 3, and the 50 TP and the Malshin on the enemy team also got 2 kills in joint second place. We can see that ArthVex got just the 1 kill, but it was a funny one at that. He squashed an ELC to death. He literally just basically squashed him against the wall, squished him, you might say, until the juice came out. And yes, that was very, very funny indeed. In fact, I think I will make a short video about that one, because it was just so funny to see him squish that tank against the wall. So, when it came to base XP, he's actually third, because the BC176 managed 942, the Cobra managed 939, and then we've got ArthVex in his FV207 getting 917. He fired only 10 rounds in the game, got 5 direct hits, none of them penetrated, but he did get 5 splash. 1,387 hit points of damage, of which 1,011 were at more than 300 meters. 4 enemy... we did receive 1 hit by way of splash during that game as well. That was the enemy Arty trying to get him. 4 enemy vehicles were damaged. 1 was destroyed. 2,850 hit points of stun assist of 6 stuns. So he did very well on stun assist, and that's why he got the first class tanker. On a free-to-play account, he actually made a loss in that battle of 13,974 credits, but it's mostly down to consumables because, of course, he did have to pay for his consumables on that one. If he'd actually bought them up cheap when they were half price, then obviously he would have made a profit on the game. And he also took away 5,502 experience points out of it. He's got a mission completion of 3,668. So a very funny battle, that one, right at the end, squishing an enemy like Tank to death. Normally they ram themselves against you, hurling themselves at you, hoping that they will kill an SPG. But of course the FV207 is made from a Centurion tank. It's a medium tank and quite a heavy tank at that. And so ramming himself against that vehicle, a vehicle that weighs, if I remember correctly, 68 tons, means that obviously the light tank's going to come off worse, and he's actually going to get completely annihilated. But to see him squashed against the wall, that was even funnier still. Actually, it's not 68 tons, it's 63 tons. Yeah, not exactly what a little 8-ton ELC should actually do, to be honest. It's not the sort of thing. It's like a mouse trying to take on a lion. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.